Okay, so hello everybody, welcome to this vlog. I know this is a crime. I haven't read a lot of the reading community sort of classics, so we are starting the Maze Runner series. I think, don't take my word for it because as a first time reader I have no idea, but I think I have 5 books I think are in this universe. And I think it's a trilogy and then 2 sequels. That's the idea I'm going into the series with. And one of my big motivators for reading it first, it just seems like such a good mystery dystopian sort of vibe. And it has been so far. I'm about halfway through. And also the movie. I have watched Teen Wolf and I love one of the characters, Styles Stilinski. No, I loved. So I really want to watch the movie because Styles Stilinski in Teen Wolf. I can't remember the name of the actor, but he's like the main character. He's like Thomas in the Maze Runner movie. So I'm really excited to watch that. I'm so excited. Okay, so excited. I read half of it last night, and I do admit it was a bit slow in the beginning. I wasn't totally into it. I wasn't sure if I was in the right mood for it. I was honestly about to soft DNF to get back to it later when I was in like more of a mood, and then it got me. And then it got me. Like, wow. I'm just like so excited. So excited. Let's do like a rough what has happened so far without many spoilers. More like just like what was on the blurb. Okay, so Thomas wakes up. Gotta say, I'm not loving the name Thomas. I just kind of hate common names. Not hate, dislike them a lot. Anyway, so he wakes up in an elevator with very limited memories. He can't remember any people or the names of anything. Well, that's not quite right. It's really hard to describe. Like, he knows what things are, like everyday things. He knows what a match is. He knows what a couch is. He knows what a farm is. But he doesn't know who his mum or his dad is. But he knows what a mum and a dad is. He just doesn't know who his is. And he doesn't know, like, anything about his life. But he just... It's really hard to explain. So he knows some things, but he doesn't know everything. And then he wakes up in this elevator, and after a half-hour trip, he gets to the top, and there's a group of boys in what they call the Glade, and the boys have like their own language. So like a lot of the words, like they use shunk to like talk to other people, like, hey, you shunk, and I don't know what that means. I think it means shit. I'm not sure. Something like that. They have like their own terms, and it's just like, I feel like that would totally happen if just like a bunch of boys live together. Anyway, when Thomas arrives, everything starts to change. And Thomas is a very curious person, but everything about the Glade feels familiar. I personally have the theory. I feel like it's a really obvious theory, but I'll say it anyway. He has been there before. Because I don't know if this is spoiler territory, because we kind of just learned this. I won't say that then. I don't know, should I make this a spoiler reading vlog? No. Maybe we'll have a spoiler bit at the end of each book. Yeah, that sounds good. So we won't say that yet. Oh yeah, so Thomas is like really curious about everything, but then again, everything sort of feels familiar, and he has like this need to be a runner. Oh, I have to explain like the word a little bit more. Okay, so they're in the Glade, and it's like a super wide grassy area. They have a farm there. There's like a forest. They've got like this rickety house. There's a farm with animals and stuff. But they're like kind of in the middle. What I'm assuming is the middle of the maze. And the maze is like not just like hedges that are like 2 meters tall. We're talking walls that are like 40 feet tall. The runners investigate the maze to try to find a way out. And there are like a lot of death because there are also, that's kind of a spoiler, I won't say that, because it's so fun figuring everything out bit by bit with Thomas, because he asks all the questions like that you want to know the answers to. So yeah, and we're like finally getting answers. Anyway, I'm really liking it so far. What else could I say? I don't feel like there's really anything else to say. Oh yeah, something happened. I won't say because it's a spoiler. I feel like this is such a spoilery series. Like, one of the main things about this series, I guess, trying to find out what the fuck is happening. Where are they? Who are they? Like, what is going on right now? Okay. You won't know, if you don't know the series, you won't know what I'm talking about anyway, but the grievers, the changing, when that undergoes and they've seen Thomas and the girl, are they seeing them from the past or are they seeing the future? I'm curious. I'm really curious about that. Because the world would have to be really small for all the boys to know each other. Or maybe they're all from like the same sort of group. I don't know. Outside the maze, that is. I feel like they're going to escape the maze at the end of this book, though. We'll see. We'll see. The next book is called The Scorch Trials. It looks like my TBR shop is over. See? So yeah, we're going to keep going. Really like it so far, though. I'm really intrigued now. Like, it fully got me last night. So we'll keep going. We'll keep going. And I really want someone to wake up. Like, that's just like the sort of thing that's like on my mind. Like, I just want someone to wake up. Like, I want to know if they know Thomas. Yeah, I want to know. And then after this, I'm so excited to read the movie. I'm so excited. Okay, so hi everybody. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about you. Yeah, we completely, and by completely I mean completely forgot to update. I'm on the second book. Okay, let's do my little review of the first though, shall we? I'm like actually nearly finished on the second book. Okay, we'll just like okay, so the first book I rated 4 stars, I think. I can't really remember. But the major reason was I didn't cry. Okay, this is going to be a spoiler book now because I can't do the non-spoiler role. No, that was just not for me, actually. Okay. So, I didn't cry when Chuck died. Like, that's the sort of thing you cry about. Yeah. So, I didn't cry. And that was really odd because I often cry. Like, just the day before. Or even the same day. I can't remember. It was yesterday, but I can't really remember. Or the day before yesterday, I don't know. I was bawling my eyes out because I was rewatching Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. And then Chuck dies and I'm sad, but I'm not crying. That's just weird because I always cry. It's like my job. So that's why I was pretty low. And also because it was a bit of a slow start for me, but I already talked about that. Yeah. But I also really liked it because the mystery of this book, the mystery of the universe, and you just need to know what the fuck is gonna happen. I feel like the author did that really well. And that's like why sometimes I'm not that interested in starting the next book right away. Like I'll read what's it called? Break. It's not that, but like reading like a palate cleanser book. Yeah, that's it. In between. But this one I was just like, no, we're going straight in. And I obviously did. Yeah, I'm doing this really well. Here we go. The Scorch Trials. So I kind of wish I don't read blurbs. I wish I hadn't read the blurb because I went in and I already knew what was gonna happen. So they got to that place. I really hate what are they called? Wicked. I hate Wicked. But then things happen in this where I think they're good, but then I think they're bad. But then I think they're necessary, but like necessary things can be bad. And I'm just like, or often bad, really. Let's face it. Going to the doctor, horrible. Going to the dentist, even worse. So yeah. Recently in this book, okay, first I have to talk about this. Brenda, I hated that. I love her now. Not love her. I like her now because she's more of a friend. But I hated the idea of him cheating. Because it does feel like cheating. It did feel like cheating. And I hated that. But now, like, I really respected him. Because, like, Thomas, because he set the boundary and he stuck to it. And I loved that. I loved that. Even though he was drugged. That was so good. And I'm loving Thomas. But I hated when he got put into the sack and dragged away just then. Like, right now. Oh my god. This was literally the last page. Help. This was hilarious. Okay. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Okay, so he's with Group B. He was just, like, kidnapped by Group B. And they're walking through the mountains. And this is literally the page before the one I'm on. He's thinking they treat him like, well, like one of the girls. That's just hilarious. And what do we think about putting like pages here? I think that'd look really good. Yeah, what was I talking about before I was talking about Brenda? Oh yes, Wicked. Okay. I feel like I described that pretty well actually. But him recently, in his most recent dream, he was 15, and him and Teresa. Is that how you say her name? I hate that. I like the look of it on the page, but I hate saying that. That doesn't... Teresa? Ew. No, it's churchy name. Sorry, I'm not a church fan. Thomas describes... I really want to know his real name. Thomas describes, like, how he feels... how his younger self felt dead inside. Because of, like, what they were doing. I'm just like... I wonder what all the people they taught are thinking, having to guide Thomas and Teresa through all the trials and all of them dying. Like, that is also horrible. Not as horrible as what the Gladers do, but horrible. And the horror is so good. And I was like... I can't wait to watch the movies because I can just picture when that crank comes into the room and him and Grenda? I forgot her name. I just said her name. I forgot her name. We're hiding in that box. And you think you're safe. You think you're all good. And then the fucking crank sticks his bloody hand in and says that creepy line. What was it? I'll take your note. Something like that. We'll see if we can find it. Oh, he says hello noses. But he says something really good the first time. Rose took my nose, I suppose. Oh no, why do I love that? Why do I love the cranks? Why do I love the crazy people? I love that. Honestly, besides like all the bleeding and all the noses falling off, which I think is just from them fighting, the crank doesn't, what's it called? The spark? The flare doesn't actually sound that bad. And the loss of compassion. There was a list somewhere. I'm not going to be able to find it, but there was like a list of like what happens. And it was like loss of compassion, which was the one bad thing, which is why I remember it. But there was also 2 other things, but I can't remember it. Like loss of like common sense and stuff. But like, I'd love that. Honestly, I'd kind of love that. So yeah. What else? The horror. That, as well as like when the lightning was striking down. And then it actually describes what happens to the lightning people that got struck. Like the eyeballs having popped. The leg missing below the knee. All that shit. And I was like, how is this? Was this a children's book? I swear this was like a children's dystopian book. What do you mean? And after this, I feel like in my mind there was a main trilogy of dystopian books. The Maze Runner, The Hunger Games, and Divergent. And then after this, I would have read them all. I know, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Well, after like the next book and the 2 sequels. It's fine. It's fine. I just can't wait to know what's like fully going on in this world. I don't think we ever will know, but like the main picture of what is actually happening is we have no idea. We have no idea. Teresa. Okay, so I loved the kiss. That was amazing, brilliant, beautiful. But what is happening now? Like, is she being controlled, or is this actually her wanting to kill Thomas? And what did she tell the group people he did to her? Because it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good. Like, is she actually gonna try to kill him? Fuck, I wish I could like communicate again. I think she's just a really good actor. But I don't blame Thomas for like freaking out. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I just finished. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. 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 I swear the walls will look better without a light shining on it. They're not that green, I promise. Okay. Fuck. The way at the end, I was kind of just like, okay, maybe I'll take a break and read another book. And then I read the last chapter. What do you mean? No, it's the way I'm completely on Thomas's side. Yes, I get that it wasn't, what's her face, Teresa's fault. But in my full opinion, the ends do not justify the means. And what was I gonna do? He's like in a sack room. Like in a padded cell. I'm so excited. It's giving every other dystopian book I've ever read. It's giving Whisper and Shadowmate. No, how I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited. And what did it mean? The Sacks are deliberating even now. When they say the time is right, we'll remove the swipe and tell our remaining subjects if they are or are not immune to the flare. That's all for now. That's like the last sentence, the last paragraph. Well, the swipe is obviously them removing the memories. So is some of them immune to the flare and some of them not? Or are not just Brenda and the other guy, but they were missing. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's really not good. So he's immune to the flare. Or are only the candidates immune to the flare? Oh my god, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm hating them though. I'm really hating. Fuck. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Where's the love story? I feel like Brenda's more best friend material. Though I wouldn't be completely opposed to it going further. It'd have to do something special for me to fully root for Teresa again. And yes, Teresa, I kind of admire her for going through all that just to make sure, what's his face? Thomas, the main character. Yeah, I definitely remembered his name. Survived, but also you could have got him and run if he was your main priority. She's just following orders, and Thomas, well, that's why he's the main character, because he causes trouble and it's very fucking entertaining because he goes against the system. And I'm loving. Is Teresa gonna be the enemy in the next book? And the insight we got into his mindset in those last few chapters, like him saying he's done. Oh, he's never gonna feel fear again. Obviously he will, because we're all human, but fuck. And when he woke up in the padded cell and he was just like, that's fine, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. Actually, I'm so done with this shit. I don't care what they say. I really do hate Wicked. I really do. for the good of the world. They're just trying to make themselves feel better about it, about torturing and killing kids. Yeah. Great. I'm so excited to start the next book. Like the way I was about to start a different book, but no. Now I'm gonna read the last one in the trilogy, and then the sequels. I have no idea what the sequels are about, or if they're even sequels, and Google's just messing with me. If this is actually a 5-book series, that'd be. Is it finished? No, it is. It's a trilogy. I'm believing. Okay, we're gonna put this back on the shelves. This all used to be dystopian, but we are getting a bit squished, which is why I have books over here, and I'm gonna keep filling this bit up until like it's all full, and then I'm gonna buy a new bookshelf. So right now, so this to here is fantasy. So right now I'm trying to get like read enough dystopian so that this can all be dystopian again. So we shall be putting this in. Let's the hair, guys. The hair is not it. I know that sounds like thunder, but it's not, I promise. I wouldn't actually mind if it was. Anyway, as long as I wasn't in it like they were on the last book. Okay. Let's get back on topic. Okay, so I'm on the 3rd book in the Maze Runner, and I looked it up and it said the main series was a trilogy and the other 2 books were sequels. But I've got 100 pages left. How are we finishing this? How are we doing this? Like, no, there's no way. There's no way. You wanna know what just happened? Newt just happened. The note was just read. You wanna hear what it said? Kill me. If you've ever been my friend, kill me. Yeah. Oh my god. No. No, it's the way I think Thomas is actually gonna go back to Wicked to find the cure for Newt. I know this is impossible, but this is probably gonna be wrong. But I don't know her name. The one Brenda told him to trust, the like chancellor person. Is that his mom? I know his mom. I know she probably died ages ago, but like Brenda was dying to tell him something in that shop. I'm just, what's gonna happen next? I need to know. This is like the best part of the series. You need to know what's gonna happen, and I feel like it's really helps me because I am the person who will skim these pages before I like go back and start reading it again. So like knowing that the main point of, well, anyway, my main thing in reading this book is finding out like what the fuck is happening and what's gonna happen next. It makes me just like take a deep breath, put my hand on the fucking page, and actually just like read it in order. And I'm loving. I really am. So I really need to know what's gonna happen. I think I'm on page 200. 198 close enough. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, I'm so scared. At least everyone else is. And where are the others? Why did they leave them? I thought at first because they got the memories back and they knew the brain things had trackers. I'm so scared. What's gonna happen? But obviously they've had them taken out now. Did they just not know that Minho and what's his name? Thomas, the main character, had got them taken out? I don't know. Why'd they leave them behind? I'm like, it's like, you can't tell I am crying because Newt. I'm really in one of those moods where I just want to stare at a wall. Fucking hell. He tried to kill himself in the maze. Well, the book, it made me cry. And him yelling at Thomas that it was his fault because it was, because he built the maze. Oh my god. And Thomas did it. He did it. Yeah, he killed him. This just became amazing. Guys, it's only 3 o'clock. No, I'm actually not ready to move the conversation past Newt. Oh my god. Fuck. I'm gonna keep reading. I can't do anything else at the moment. I'm done. Anything besides this book is impossible at the moment, so I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, I have just finished The Death Cure. Wow, fucking amazing, stunning. That's my cat, she's so cute. Amazing, stunning, beautiful, outstanding. I'm gonna go to my bedroom. That seriously might have to be a 5-star rating. Like, just fucking oh my god. No, this is a 5-star rating. This was amazing. And yes, this, I don't know if this will be all of Thomas's story. I haven't read the back of the prequels yet, but it was a complete story, and wow, just wow, like oh my god, I'm so happy about that ending. I'm so happy about that ending. And the full circle of going back to the maze, and then the imagery of destroying the maze because they were like finally leaving it all behind, and the destruction made it feel so complete because there will never be another maze again. Well, never that exact maze again because it's gone. It's destroyed. It's gone. It's gone, guys. Oh my god. Wow, that was amazing. Incredible. Absolutely insane. And I loved the ending. The ending was amazing. I wouldn't have picked a better ending myself. Like, that was amazing. And you don't have to worry about relationship drama because there's only one girl left. Teresa is now dead. No, I didn't hate her at all. I did not hate her at all. But I did at some point in the second book really think he did, but she had betrayed him. Which is saying a lot because I really didn't think she had. And then the book finally convinced me and I was just like, I didn't hate her, but I preferred Brenda towards the end. Anyway, I knew someone was going to die, and if it was going to be anyone, Teresa. That's, no, I don't love it. Newt. I just have no idea how to turn that off. I'm sad, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sad. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. Just, I'm so happy. Because, like, that's what they should have done all along. They should have just put the future in the hands of the immunes, the munis, whatever we're going to call them. Munis sounds great. Munis actually sounds very cute. And they're just going to live in a community. But I hated how there were 500 of them and now there were 200. That was insane. And I hated the right arm towards the end. But I feel like that's like with all government, any organisation. They just go too far, really. In books. I don't know shit about government in the real world. It could be similar. No idea. And it's the whole trilogy movies. Am I gonna watch them? Yes, I might. I really want to read the blurb of the next book. Go on. And like, is one of them a sequel and one of them prequel? Because I feel like that might be it. But it's why I want to read a prequel. I don't think so. I'm trying to justify that Wicked is good. Absolutely not. But if it's like Thomas, like when we were a kid, I so would read that. But I don't know if I want to break from the series. I think I might. Let's read the blurbs anyway. Or I'll lay down here. Yeah. The Kill Order. I'm so excited. I'm so happy about this. I'm like, oh, it's a prequel. Is this a sequel? Because this says prequel. But do I want to read the back? Because is that going to be a spoiler for this series? Is this a sequel? This is a prequel. If I read the back of this, will it spoil this? Solar flares have unleashed devastation on the Earth. Mark and Trina were there when it happened, and against the odds, they survived. Oh my god, is this when the solar flares come down for the first time? But now a violent and highly contagious disease is spreading like wildfire. Worse still, it's mutating and people are going crazy. Mark and Trina will do anything to save their friends if only they can avoid madness and stay alive. That sounds so good, but not in the mood for it at the moment, I gotta say. Oh, that sounds so good though. So I read back for this. I'm gonna read it back. That's like me with everything. If there's a possibility of a spoiler, watch me dive right in and get spoiled and get really, really mad about it. Once there was a world's end, the forest burned, the lakes and rivers dried up, and the oceans swelled. Then came a plague, and fever spread across the globe. Families died, violence reigned, and men killed men. Next came Wicked, who were looking for an answer, and then they found the perfect boy. Oh my god! 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 The boy's name was Thomas, and Thomas built a maze. Now there are secrets, there are lies, there are loyalties, history you could never have foreseen. This is the story of that boy Thomas and how he built a maze that only he could tear down. Oh, be revealed! Can I skip forward and just read a vibe? Oh no, I actually yes, absolutely yes. That is going to be awesome, but I'm not in the mood for it at the moment. But that will be epic. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for both of these. Wow. Is it all from Thomas's POV? It should be. For all the diehard Maze Runners fans, you're crazy and full of passion, and I love you. That's the dedication. Prologue Newt? It snowed the day they killed the boy's parents. Thomas's name is Stefan? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I do look forward to... Oh, do I read this now? Do I read this now? Do I read it now? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna... We're gonna calm down. Okay. Wiggle this back in there. But I do hate not to read a series in order, and I really do not feel like reading book 4. That is all from this video, and 5 stars. Absolutely 5 fucking stars. Oh my god. Oh my god. Goodbye. Love you all. See you in the next vlog.